And we are continuing on here with IWC Unbreakable. And if you want to talk about a guy in a bad mood, there he is.
Brought to you by Justin LaBar, who will be back just as soon as we take care of a little business. I give to you the human crime scene, but not only that, I give to you the true big man in IWC. The true strongest man in this sport today. I give to you the human crime scene, who will be adding one more crime to his rap sheet when he ends the career of Wardlow.
He is stalking the ring like a saber-toothed tiger.
And Jay Worth, as we reset out here, after a very unsettling prior segment, Chris LaRusso has been unsettled anytime Wardlow has been around.
And as Bulk Nasty put it to me earlier, I'm going to show you why this is big man's business.
And I noticed that now that LaRusso's got about 6'6" of Bulk Nasty by his side, he's not so keen to hang out up here in the balcony away from the rest of civilization. He's well within range of Wardlow if Wardlow can get through the human crime scene, but that is a very, very big if.
Well, while he's doing that, I guarantee LaRusso will run. This might be the biggest one-on-one contest IWC has ever seen by volume.
That's a great point, really. And when you talk about pound-for-pound power and just straight-up raw intensity, it's a very, very short list in IWC history of people on this level. And we saw Wardlow and LaRusso get into a violent altercation in Proving Ground. We saw Wardlow become his own man finally at Cage Fury. And Jay Worth, we've heard that Justin LaBar refuses to come back to this organization until Wardlow is vanquished. And that leaves LaRusso, the heir apparent, with the goal of slaying a beast who, let's face it, is about as close to unbeatable as it gets.
Can you blame him? If I was LaBar and Wardlow was after me, I wouldn't show up here either. Look at this. Good Lord. This is King Kong versus Godzilla.
Without a doubt. And somebody's got to budge. Something's got to give. A hard slam by Bulk to Wardlow.
I am bigger, I am badder, I am Bulk. I'm not sure if he's trying to let Wardlow know that, or convince himself of it, because he's staring across the ring at Wardlow.
Well, when Bulk came back under the auspices of LaBar, he came back in better shape and angrier than we've ever seen him before. A very, very dangerous combination, to say the least.
I don't know, and I didn't know that he could be angrier.
He has never, literally in the years he's been here, been in a good mood once.
I don't know that I've ever seen him smile.
Oh, wait a minute. Wardlow counters. And Wardlow, he's what, 6'4", 265 in his own right? He's outsized by Bulk. How often can you say Wardlow's outsized by someone? This is uncharted territory somewhat for Wardlow.
Yeah.
Tip up.
It's a rare... Whoa. It's a rarity you see someone go toe-to-toe with Wardlow and have the results be anything less than Wardlow ate them for dinner. Oh, that was a mistake.
Oh, well, LaRusso picked his spot, but I don't think he made a count. What about you?
No.
Oh, from behind. Could have been a means to an end, but Wardlow, he's got his head in a swivel.
Whoa! And
Belly to belly
the
release.
Screams of terror coming out of Chris LaRusso as Wardlow got hands on him.
And you know this is months in the making, Jay Worth, as far as Wardlow being his own man, Wardlow thinking for himself. For many, many months, it seemed LaBar was more of a hindrance than a blessing to the man with war in his name, and that added boost of being his own man certainly coming back in a negative way as Wardlow, a victim of the numbers game, when usually he had LeBar to prove just the opposite and put him in his favor.
And referee CJ Sensation, understandably intimidated by Bulk Nasty.
Yeah.
I understand that you have some protection wearing the stripes, but I don't know that I would want to rely on a shirt to keep me safe when it came to Bulk Nasty.
Yeah, I'll give credit to the official for just taking on this assignment. Nice side slam by Bulk Nasty for 2. Could you imagine getting between either or both of these individuals and telling them not to do something?
Are you kidding me? I wouldn't email it to either of them, much less stand face to face and say, don't do that. I hope they reinforce the ring for this. Oh, now standing right on the small of his back.
And the question certainly comes to mind, Jay Ward. Unfortunately, we already saw 1, potentially 2 life-changing injuries here tonight. Obviously, LaRusso wants to get rid of Wardlow, not just defeat him, get rid of him for Justin LeBar. What do you have to do to get rid of Wardlow? What can happen? This guy, I mean, usually doesn't even feel pain. If he wasn't the guy 6'6", he might not.
I mean, I don't have a good answer for that. I don't know how you get rid of Wardlow. That's like saying, how do you get rid of the sun?
Well, Wardlow hasn't gone anywhere Wardlow hasn't wanted to go in his IWC tenure, except for maybe behind the back of Bulk Nasty on the fall-away slam. And Bulk not going to give the people the style points either. He does it on his terms.
Exactly.
Bulk Nasty is just mad, bad, and dangerous to know. And I don't know if there's anybody else on this roster who could vault Wardlow 3/4 of the way across the ring like Bulk Nasty just has.
Oh, and then just a shot right to the neck.
Textbook suplex, and when you've got a guy like Bulk Nasty suplexing you, that's not just a standard suplex.
Did you see the floor of the ring buckle? Here, look.
Check out the hang time.
You don't normally see a dip happen in the ring like that when people hit it.
My God. Cover, 1 count. Notice Bulk Nasty, the 1-foot cover. Bulk said, "Who am I?" That's the cover Wardlow used to win many matches and end many IWC careers. Bulk trying to send that message to Wardlow, but certainly easier said than done.
I don't know that I'd be... I don't doubt Bulk's ability. I don't know that I would want to wait. Would do that so that Wardlow wakes up.
Yeah, Wardlow had a bit of a flurry. Bulk went for a power. Look at that!
A Rana
From Wardlow! 265 at least!
The man with war in his name apparently also has some lucha in his veins.
And Wardlow the power slam!
And at 4 count, neither man has made their way up to even a sitting position as of yet.
That gut check in play here for both these athletes. Who's got more left? And certainly these two powerhouses, they don't train to go 60 minutes. They train for short bursts of power. And we've seen both of them display as such. But this deep in the matchup, still at a stalemate.
I mean, I think you can definitely tell there's a price that's been paid on both sides. I just don't know who has more left, like you said, more left in the tank. Ooh.
And you could hear every single one of these shots connect flush. Leapfrog. Drop kick. Beautifully done.
I will say, I'm willing to bet Bulk Nasty was not expecting agility out of Wardlow. Oh!
Standing shooting star. Are you serious? I've never seen that from Wardlow before.
I have not either.
Hey, when you're outside for the first time, you dig deep in that arsenal and you pull out something that maybe you didn't even know you had.
I guarantee that at no point in his training and his planning was Bulk Nasty thinking, how do I counter the standing shooting star press of Wardlow?
Wasn't even a term until now. However, Bulk is still in this matchup, albeit the worse for wear. Now, Wardlow sums it up pretty quickly. He says it ends now. LaRusso and has the knee of Wardlow. Got knocked down for his chut. Oh no. Bulk had Wardlow goozled.
I will say. Oh. And
crotched.
Bulk has him crotched.
And Wardlow's fighting from, not to say uncharted territory. We've seen him on the top before, but certainly not where he makes his home.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this?
And I gotta say, Bulk not used to being up there either.
Oh, no. Look out! God! Bulk barely got his footing, but what matters, Jay Worth, he got Wardlow taken over. He got all the impact he needed.
As he was falling, you saw he pushed off that...
This could be it.
He pushed off that middle rope and just tossed Wardlow.
The referee noticed that I believe the hand of Wardlow had broken the plane under the bottom rope before the kick out. Great call by the official.
And Bulk. And apparently as he just yelled, this is a big man's business. As he is letting LaRusso know he doesn't need the help to beat Wardlow.
Well, Bulk went to pull the strap down and got caught. Oh, look out. Almost contact made with the official. Oh, Bulk collides with CJ. And Wardlow's got the big man. All day long, Wardlow driving but LaRusso to the small of the back of the chair. Oh! LaRusso aimed for Wardlow! And he just knocked Bulk's lights out!
And the heir apparent is currently a man without a kingdom.
And LaRusso, the only man standing, got the hell out of Dodge.
And speaking of the straps coming down.
Oh, Bulk has no idea what's coming. His bell is still rung. All day long. The driver connects. But we don't have any official. Now we do. Wardlow gets another one on the tally mark. Well, Chris LaRusso and Justin LaBar threw their biggest and their baddest at Wardlow, but the man with war in his name, as he so often does, found a way to survive. If you're Chris LaRusso, what goes through your mind now, Jay Worth?
If you're Chris LaRusso, you're finding your car keys and getting the hell out of Dodge. Because both big men in the ring want a piece of you.
And you gotta wonder, Chris LaRusso, Justin LaBar, bring your best, give it your best shot. Wardlow, thinking on his own, stronger than ever. Rosa Mendez here in attendance